Norfolk Southern has hired a contractor now to assess the possible environmental damage and the health risk.
Senior investigative reporter Liz Owens found the contractor is no stranger to our area.
Yeah, and the name sounds like a government agency, the Center for Toxicology and Environmental Hazard, but CTEH is a for-profit company hired by other companies to provide a community risk assessment after a disaster. It feels like really bad deja vu, a train derailment, chemicals billowing into the air. It happens on the 14-year anniversary of Graniteville, where another Norfolk Southern train derailed. In both crashes, the carrier hires CTEH to work with federal agents and to report possible environmental and health concerns to the community. CTEH handled this 2012 derailment in Kentucky, too. According to this lawsuit, CTEH told cleanup crews the area was safe to begin work. There was a gas explosion and 2 workers were hurt, and they sued. In 2010, Congresswoman Lois Capps asked BP not to employ CTEH to handle cleanups in the Gulf because of past incidents of tainted results. She wrote, CTEH has a history of being hired by companies accused of harming public health and releasing findings defending the corporate interests that employ them.
Michigan honor roll student 17 shot dead by 14 and 13-year-olds in attempted carjacking after he offered them a ride during sub-zero temperatures. Juveniles will be tried as adults.
What I'm about to say isn't a novel observation, but it's worth noting. How come every single time there's some story of an egregious act against somebody, it's always someone who's just minding their business and living their best life? This kid had potential. He was destined for great things, and he was snuffed out all because he made the grave mistake of helping somebody else. I really hope that he and his family receive the justice that they deserve, and from what it sounds like, they will be. These kids absolutely deserve to be under the jail. You know, nothing says good Christian man like and incest. This Tennessee pastor was convicted of repeatedly his 14-year-old daughter over 4 years. The prosecutor recommended 72 years in prison. The judge felt he was a good Christian and gave him 12. Predators by far are some of the most opportunistic monsters on the planet. Nothing is sacred to them and everything is permissible. This deplorable fuck took advantage of his own daughter, his child, somebody who implicitly trusts him, and then went on to leverage his role as a pastor in order to get less time in prison. This judge ought to be disbarred for his decision making. And the funny thing about judges in the United States is that they enter their positions of power through voting, not necessarily through merit or competence. And as a result, bullshit like this happens, where someone ought to see infinite time in jail, but instead gets 12 years for a deplorable act.
Man accused of throwing cat out of apartment window arrested.
A Fredericksburg man accused of throwing a cat out of an apartment window twice was arrested on Woodbridge on Monday, authorities said. To be honest, I don't know what's worse, the probability that it was the same cat or the probability that it was 2 different cats. Seriously, when it comes to animal abuse, for some reason it seems like people lash out at cats a little bit more than they do dogs. And don't get me wrong, it's all terrible. Animal abuse is terrible. But for some reason, at least on this subreddit, there is a higher likelihood of you coming across a story of someone doing something terrible to a cat. I don't get it, man. I really don't understand.
Florida authorities arrested 72-year-old man after finding 220,000 images of CP in his house.
Let's put that egregious number into perspective. I want everybody watching right now to think how many times they've taken an individual picture of anything. If I had to guess how many pictures I've taken during my life, that figure would probably be around 1,000 images. And that's a conservative estimate. Just how long has this subhuman been collecting these images? And I don't even know how many of these images are physical. Those boxes could either be full of individual like Polaroid images or straight up hard drives. I have no idea and I don't want to know.
Racist University of Kentucky student 22 is indicted on 6 charges of calling black schoolmate the N-word 200 times before drunkenly assaulting a cop, faces 13 years in jail.
Now let's be honest here, she caught a 13-year charge because she beat up a cop. Not really because of the slurs, but that's besides the point. 200 times is a crazy amount. And to be honest, for as outlandish that figure is, it's believable. Look at her mugshot. She looks insane. She looks crazy. This next clip shows a group of thugs trashing a Chinese restaurant located in Queens.
What the fuck, yo? Hey man, what the fuck? Stay here! Get out of here, bitch. Get out.
Man accused of killing daughter and 3 others in Brevard County shootings.
And the motive behind this shooting is that the wife took custody of the daughter in the divorce, and this piece of shit couldn't handle that. So he went out of his way to kill his daughter and 3 innocent people, all because he was a shitty father and husband. I mean, let's be honest here. If he was that torn up about the divorce, he should have capped himself, not 4 innocent people who had nothing to do with his family falling apart.
Executive sentenced for scheming to flood Northeast with opioids.
Lawrence F. Dowd III, who headed the Rochester Drug Cooperative, will serve more than 2 years for conspiring to funnel staggering amounts of narcotics to pill mills. This man gets 2 years in a low-security prison for ruining the lives of thousands in the Northeast of the United States. And for those who live outside of the United States and don't know what a pill mill is, it's basically a clinic designed to give people pain medicine. These pill mills run under the guise of helping those with chronic pain, but the common understanding is that people who want to fix can go there to speak to a pharmacist and basically say that their lower back hurts and they're offered strong narcotics. During the late 90s, all the way up to the early 2010s, pharmaceutical companies made it very easy for these clinics to obtain opiates to sell, making executives like Lawrence here very, very wealthy. This clip shows a drunk driver attempting to run away from a car accident before getting tackled by a bystander.
You kill somebody, you kill somebody! Stay right there! You stay right there! You see what you did?
Hong Kong police charged 3 in murder of model.
Hong Kong police said on Sunday that they had charged 3 people in connection with the murder of a 28-year-old model, Abby Choi, whose legs were found in a refrigerator in a house on the city outskirts. Police were looking for other parts of Choi's body after the discovery on Friday. They also found a meat slicer and an electric saw at the scene of the rural Tai Po district, according to the police statement. Legs in a refrigerator? Why? What did she do to deserve any of that? I can't even scarcely imagine her final moments. I swear, man, every day is a reminder that humans are capable of unspeakable evil, man. This is grotesque. This rapper uses racism to promote her OnlyFans. What a spectacular way to get people's attention for your depraved business. I truly don't understand the logic of going out of your way to disrespect an entire race to peddle secondhand pussy. It makes no fucking sense. This next clip shows the aftermath of a hospital calling the police on a lady who had a medical emergency.
They want you gone. I'm talking. I understand you say you got some problems going on. You're going to have to find a way to get out of here, okay? I don't want this to turn into a situation where you have to go to jail.
Shattered my ankle and I had a stroke.
Well, if the medical professionals have saw you and discharged you,
They won't.
I got nothing to do with that then, but you got to get going.
I can't even get down here.
So you're saying that you're going to go to jail. Well, what's going to happen is you're going to have to roll this off the property.
It's the hospital's wheelchair.
Well, you're going to have to get up and figure out a way to get going.
I can't. Please don't do me this way. I don't want to go to jail.
Get up and get moving then.
40 Bravo. You know the wagon sitting over there. Jail. Confirmed.
All right, young lady.
Oh no!
I need you to step up.
I can't.
Yeah, you have to.
Pull me back. I can't. Oh my God.
You're dead.
Oh my God.
And you're gonna have to get up there because we're gonna have to physically put you up there if not.
Oh my God. I can't. You're gonna break me.
Yes, ma'am. You're gonna have to get in
My
there.
ankle. I can't breathe.
You've been medically cleared, ma'am. This is not gonna work. So we need you to help
My
us.
ankle. I'm gonna pass out.
No, stop. Okay, it's not working. Okay, just stop. You've been medically cleared, so we know better.
Oh my God.
Walk.
Oh my God.
Get in the daggone.
Okay.
Oh my fucking Jesus, Lord, Mary, goats. My problem with me is that I know it's all an act.
We all know that.
Don't have an inhaler in your purse, ma'am.
This is your inhaler. The medicine is missing.
Get a stretcher.
Get a stretcher?
Yeah.
Why we need a stretcher?
I can't breathe. Okay. No stretcher.
Stop. You can set yourself up.
They're gonna kill me. I can't breathe. I can't.
What's that?
Zip me up.
You pulled yourself to.
Zip me up. Oh my God.
Scoot back towards me.
You peed in my car?
I'm sorry, I ain't doing
Okay. You guys,
You're fine back there. Stop it.
take me
I ain't
hospital.
dealing with you today. You're fine.
For as much as Twitter is a dumpster fire, it's been an education for all of us that lots of people have no business sharing their thoughts on anything with anyone. And this post is a fantastic example of that. We should romanticize consensual domestic abuse more. What in the unholy fuck does that mean? I can't even begin to wrap my brain around how fucking retarded this is. Hey everyone, this is a picture of my wife and daughter, and they're absolutely beautiful. You're getting cucked big time, dude. You're most likely raising your daughter to be an OnlyFans whore while she's getting railed by Tyrone at the club. Having a daughter is like having a disloyal wife that you can't have sex with. The projection is strong with this dude. I hope he never contributes to the gene pool. How does someone develop this level of bitterness? Seriously, how do you get to this point where you're literally just making up stories about other people's lives to suit your demented perspective? This next clip is of a mother showing us how she disposes of her baby's diapers using the hotel ice bucket.
Small hack for people traveling with babies. I usually bring my little disposable diaper pails, but this will work in a pinch. The ice bucket. You can put dirty diapers in there, and then when you leave in the morning, drop them in the trash outside. Because who gets ice? That's weird.
Guilty. Businessman was found guilty today of murdering a dog by shooting it 3 times while he was golfing at the Rio Mar Beach Club in Puerto Rico. His sentencing hearing is scheduled for April 14th. During the incident, he apparently became enraged after the dog snatched his golf ball near the 17th hole. Police said he allegedly pulled out a 9mm gun and shot the animal at least 3 times in front of several horrified golfers. He then got into the cart and kept playing.
Man arrested after tickling and licking 7-year-old's feet.
A man has been arrested after tickling and licking a 7-year-old boy's feet at an urban air adventure park. Yeah, you heard right. You heard right. Yeah, this dude has no business being in regular, civilized society. He needs to be behind bars. He needs to be locked up for as long as they can lock him up. And if they can lock him up again after he's released, more power to him, because he has no business being around the rest of us. This is some grimy shit. Like, that is gross as fuck. This clip shows a police officer arresting somebody for being blind.
Hi there. What's this in your back pocket? I just saw you walking it.
It's a navigational aids. What's the problem? You a tyrant?
Yeah, I am actually. What's your name and date of birth?
I don't have to give that unless
Yes, sir. I was investigating.
You have reasonable.
Do you want me to put you in handcuffs right now? Yes, sir, I do.
What is your suspicion?
It looks like you're carrying a gun in your back pocket. I'm stopping to make sure you're carrying it properly. You don't
have you ensured that it's not a firearm?
No, you keep turning so I can't see it. You don't have to be a dick to me.
Well, you're being one to me.
No, sir, I'm doing my job.
Am I detained?
Yeah, you are. What's your name and date of birth?
It does not matter.
Yes, sir, it does.
Do you have a crime?
Would you like me
Call
to
your
put you in?
supervisor,
He's right
please.
here.
All right.
You don't.
What's she stop you for? For a walking stick.
So,
and it could look like a weapon. She asked you to really present it, okay? Now she's asking me for ID. Okay. I don't need the ID unless there's reasonable articulated suspicion that I have committed a crime and committing a crime or about to do a crime. Sir, and her suspicion was that you were armed, okay, and she's asking you for your ID. Well, now she has verified that I am not armed, okay? So there is no problem. Do you have your ID or not? I do have my ID, but you don't need it. Okay. Okay. Alright, you do that.
777 Whiskey Mark 15.
Cargo line.
26. 3. Alright, Mr. Hodges. Was that hard?
It's gonna be. I want your name and your badge number. You know, I put you in jail for resisting.
Okay. Alright, let's go.
I want your name and badge number too, sir.
Have a seat.
You want to pick my property up, please?
I sure will, after you have a seat.
You want to pull this out of my back pocket?
Sure. Here, I'll grab your jacket for you, too.
Finally 18. I can't describe with words what you mean to me and what kind of person you are. You have been my best friend for 4 years. Oh my God. No. So you met her when she was 14 and you waited until she was 18 and then posted this picture. Good grief. It boggles my mind that this dude has the boldness to brag about grooming a young girl so that he could date her when she's legal. Ugh. This next clip is of a couple just being harassed by a racist on the street.
You guys know race mixing was illegal up until 2000. Race mixing was illegal up until 2002. You're going to give up 50,000 years of evolution if you mix up with this dude.
Are you filming us?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But you
just look
but
awkwardly.
No, you realize that race mixing, it's going to give up 50,000 years of your evolution, right? There's 2 billion of those people being born because of.
Did you know that it's actually better evolutionary to like?
No, it's not.
I'm not going to talk science.
No, it's not.
I'm a scientist.
No, it's not.
Actually, I'm a scientist, and I'm not going to talk about this.
Literally, you're just throwing down your genetic line.
For sure.
Pretty much, you're just LARPing. You're LARPing as a European in America. If you had any actual like heart and integrity,
Hey, homie, are you
you'd
done?
go back to
Are
Africa.
you done?
What are you, a Jew?
Are you done?
Are you Jewish?
No, fuck no, man. Are you done though?
No, but I'm saying the truth.
No, hold on.
Actually,
I know.
though,
But
like
are you
I
done?
am a scientist, and
Yeah.
you
Stop
are
that.
wrong.
Stop. He's
So you.
Hey, it's done now. It's done.
So you think?
You stop that. Stop
No,
that.
you.
Homie, stop.
You think hybrid vigor is a thing?
Bro, film me, bro. Film me.
Okay.
Film me. Just stop. Stop that shit.
What are you?
Alright?
What are you? Some SJW warrior?
Dude, I don't give a fuck.
Hey,
it's done.
white people are only
It's
7% of the world's population.
That's me. And I'm part of that. And I'm part of that. And it's done now.
And if we
whatever you're doing, it's done.
If we intermix, we're gonna become.
Who gives a fuck, dude?
I give a fuck because
Why?
we're the only creators of society.
No, we're not.
No,
we ain't.
Net migration only flows into white country. It doesn't flow into.
Just stop.
Exactly.
Stop.
Hey,
Walk across the
He's
street.
stupid. so we're not
okay,
like that.
name me one black country that you would want to move to.
Name me one.
Yes, name me one black country that you would move to.
guy right here. Just go.
Name me one black or brown country that you would move to. Everybody moves into white countries. Everyone moves into white countries for a reason. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because you don't have a retort.
Valentine's Day dinner reservation, $29. For those who want a nice Valentine's Day restaurant reservation, I'm selling a reservation between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. for the Mahogany Steakhouse, Red Prime Steakhouse, or Patrano Italian Restaurant. Perfect for a last-minute date night. PayPal only. How much of a bottom feeder do you have to be to scalp restaurant reservations, man? This is textbook definition grimy behavior. I get chasing a bag, man. I understand the hustle. Everyone on this planet is playing the same game. We all want money. But it shouldn't be at the expense of others, and certainly shouldn't be exploitative of others. Already, having your feet out on the plane is taboo and gross. You put those dirty toes over somebody else's head. I can only fathom that the reason why anyone would feel comfortable behaving like this is because they've never been punched in the face. Behavior like this is by far the result of ignorance. You have never been reprimanded properly in your life, therefore you think this is okay. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ailurus, aka Panda Daddy, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, let me know in the comments down below and leave a like if you liked the video. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, fam. What you doing watching videos and not subscribing? And if you're old, make sure you hit that bell so you can get these notifications every time. I want to thank all of you guys who shared kind words and were patient with me during my recovery. I am feeling great, and most importantly, ready to make content for you guys again. Speaking of which, this week is going to be slam-packed full of content. You're getting double uploads on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, with maybe even bonus uploads in between. So if you want to catch those uploads on time, they will drop between 4 and 5 p.m. EST, so I hope to see you there. And as always, I gotta thank the Patreon supporters that make content like this possible. A big thank you to Ronan EXP, Ailurus' mom, Declan, S16, Green Pasta Man, Squish, CY, Rinhex, Project Ghost, Mr. Bean, My Golden Experience, Clifford, James Tucker, Lucas Adams, Big Boy Bailey, BMX30, Willinda, Cinnamon Sticks, Scott, The Fake Musician, Buckethead, Samantha Bellhart, Admin Faneker, Zach F, Darth Titan, Keely, Dunder Hawk, Knobs, Lady Laughs a Lot, Swiss Patreon user Noah, and Catherine Taylor. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. And if you want to help support the channel, there's 2 links in the description, one of my merch store and one of my Patreon. Both funds go directly into the channel so we can maintain what's happening here. And as always, stay zesty.